This is Motoring Today, the Philippines' leading and longest-running weekly TV and online magazine dedicated to motoring news and features. I'm Wee Gamboa.
And I'm Tin Gamboa. Here's a sneak peek at this week's exciting features. On Motoring Forum, we shall discuss the 50% senior discount on the MRT and the LRT. Our road safety reminder on the Young Street Smarts portion centers on safe way of alighting a vehicle from the sidewalk. This week's Buying to Bear shall be the importance of wearing seat belts. Showcase this week shall have a hybrid SUV from BYD.
This week's edition of Motoring Today brings you all this, plus the latest updates in transportation, traffic management, and advances in the automotive industry.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. Let's dive into the latest news and updates about transportation and traffic management in the country. After students, senior citizens now get 50% discount on LRT1 and MRT3 rides. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. inaugurated a program providing a 50% fare discount on LRT1, LRT2, and MRT3 for senior citizens and persons with disabilities.
Ang makikinabang dito sa programang ito ay siguro mga 13 milyong senior citizen at saka 7 milyon na PWD. Alam naman natin, yan ang mga grupong yan, mga estudyante, ang PWD, mga senior citizens, ay talaga naman kailangan ng tulong natin dahil very limited ang kanilang income. Kaya naisip namin, ito ay ang maaari natin gawin upang tulungan ang ating mga commuter na PWD at yung mga senior citizen.
The program aims to benefit approximately 13 million senior citizens and 7 million PWDs in the Philippines, acknowledging their limited income and financial needs. This initiative builds on a recent 50% fare discount introduced for students, demonstrating a broader effort to support vulnerable groups in society. This discount program is aligned with the government's commitment to alleviate the financial burden of public transport costs on citizens, particularly those who are often disadvantaged. The rollout of the 50% discounts for seniors and PWDs should be hassle-free and should not cause long lines at station ticket booths. Meanwhile, the controversial Dalian trains from China have been virtually mothballed for a decade because they were incompatible with the MRT3 system. Now, a few are finally in operation. 3 train sets comprising 9 coaches of the Dalian train cars delivered by Chinese manufacturer CRRC Dalian Co. in 2014 are now in operation. President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. announced the initial commercial operation of Dalian trains on the MRT3. Until now, they were never used because of technical compatibility issues with the existing MRT3 system.
Ngayon lang na in service itong Dalian, first day. First time na masasakyan ito mula nung binili. Mula nung binili, hindi pa nagamit ito. Kaya nakakatuwa naman, hindi naman nasayang ang ating pondo. Kaya maging maginhawa ang pagbiyahe ng ating mga kababayan.
According to reports, the Dalian trains were modified to ensure safe operation on MRT3. Comprehensive technical audit was conducted by German firm TÜV Rheinland, when final safety checks were performed by Japan's Sumitomo Corporation. The government said efforts will continue to operationalize all 48 Dalian cars, which would significantly increase the MRT3's capacity and reduce train intervals from 4 minutes to as low as 2.5 minutes. There's still hope that the millions spent on acquiring the Dalian trains won't be a total loss. The question remains, who will fund their modification? Continuing, if the president will have his way, he'll be inaugurating the Metro subway before his term ends in 2028. President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. hopes to inaugurate the Metro Manila subway by 2028. In a press statement following an inspection of the Metro subway project, Marcos described the construction as impressive. The president led the inspection of several hundred meters of the subway's southbound rail from Cap Aguinaldo Station aboard a rail transport used by workers. The inspection included Department of Transportation Secretary Vince Dizon and representatives from Japanese construction firm Sumitomo Mitsui Construction Co.
Pagka nabuo na ito, ang travel time mula sa Valenzuela hanggang sa airport ay sa kasalukuyan mga 2 oras yan 2 oras kalahati. Kaya mababawasan yan hanggang mga 40 minutes na lang.
The president also commended Japanese engineering as among the best in the world, praising the technical complexity and scale of the subway project. Marcos highlighted that most workers on the project are Filipino, with minimal Japanese supervision, emphasizing the capabilities of Philippine workers when properly trained. There have been concerns about funding and right-of-way issues delaying the subway project. Commuters should join the president in hoping the subway begins operations before his term ends. And finally, the DOTR is again promising quicker release and issuance of official receipts and certificates of registration for motor vehicles. This time within 72 hours, initially only for 4-wheeled vehicles. The DOTR has launched a new system that allows for the release of license plates, ORs and CRs within 72 hours of vehicle purchase. The DOTR said the new automated online system streamlines communication between car dealerships and the LTO, enabling faster exchange of requests and approvals. Car dealerships are now authorized to print scanned copies of ORs and CRs, facilitating a more efficient process compared to the previous requirement of physical visits to LTO offices. Initially, this system is only available for 4-wheeled vehicles, with plans to include motorcycles in the future. The DOTR is also working on automating registration renewals, updates expected to speed up the process. Motorists are encouraged to use the LTO tracker feature in the eGov PH app to monitor the status of their licenses and plates during this transaction. Vehicle owners have heard similar promises from the DOTR and the LTO before. Their initiatives to digitize processes and data systems give rise to optimism that this latest promise will be fulfilled. The latest developments from transportation and traffic management are certainly significant. Up next, Motoring Forum takes a deeper look into one noteworthy issue that should affect motorists and motoring. Seniors, PWDs, and students can now benefit from a 50% discount on light rail transit systems. Motoring Forum discusses the significance, the how-tos, and issues concerning this generous dole-out. After students, senior citizens and persons with disabilities or PWDs can now enjoy a generous 50% discount on train fares, a substantial increase from the previously mandated 20%. Senior citizens and PWDs will only pay a fraction of the fare for end-to-end trips on various light rail lines, making train rides more affordable. On LRT Line 1, an end-to-end trip costs only 27 pesos and 50 centavos. On LRT Line 2, it's just 16 pesos and 50 centavos for a ride from one end to another. On MRT Line 3, a mere 14 pesos for an end-to-end trip. In announcing the higher discounts, the president said this would benefit many of the approximately 13 million senior citizens and 7 million PWDs nationwide. For students, obtaining the 50% discount is straightforward. Present a school ID or any document proving enrollment for each ticket purchased. Senior citizens and PWDs, however, have two options to avail themselves of discounted fares. One is to purchase discounted single journey tickets at station counters. The second is to apply for a concessionary white beep card, making it easier to avail of the 50% discount. The process is relatively straightforward. Fill out an application form available at all stations, submit the necessary ID, and pay a nominal 30 peso fee. Obtain and fill out the concessionary card application form at any train station. Prepare a photocopy of your ID, Senior Citizens ID, or PWD ID. Submit the completed form along with a photocopy of your ID at the station. Pay the application fee of 30 pesos. keep the claim stub for reference. Wait 7 calendar days to claim your concessionary beep card. The white beep card, created exclusively for PWDs and seniors, not only simplifies the fare payment process but also allows users to load funds as needed and automatically apply the 50% discount. The concessionary beep cards can also be accessed and registered on the Beep app. This useful feature allows users to track transactions and easily load funds for their commutes. However, there are concerns. The requirement to submit a photocopy of relevant identification and the additional 30 peso fee may pose challenges for some individuals, particularly those who are already economically disadvantaged. Considering the mobility challenges faced by both seniors and PWDs, a more responsive system should be put in place. Instant issuance of the beep card at the time of application, if feasible, would be far more beneficial. Effective outreach is also needed to ensure that all eligible individuals are aware of their rights to the fare discounts. At the end of the day, the government's initiative to provide greater fare discounts for seniors, students, and PWDs is a step in the right direction. It demonstrates an understanding of the unique challenges faced, particularly by seniors and PWDs in public transport. We encourage everyone to help spread the word about how students, seniors, and PWDs can access the discounts. Today's cars are getting smarter and safer. Still, the young need to be reminded now and then about how to be smart and safe on the road. Here's our Young Street Smart segment with a road safety reminder from Toyota Motor Philippines. If you are alighting from a vehicle na nasa sidewalk, mas safe kung sa sidewalk side ka mismo bababa. Do not get off from a vehicle on the traffic side. Maaari kang masagasaan ng paparating na sasakyan. Katulad ng nasa animation, kung marami kayong bababa, wait for your turn at huwag magmadali. Motoring these days can be stressful. Here's another paying to bear that will help avoid or alleviate stress out on the road.
Payong super lang kaibigan, ako si Alejandro Patosa, isang kapwa nyo super. Huwag kalimutang magsuot ng seatbelt sa tuwing kayo ay papasada.
Gawing prioridad ang kaligtasan habang namamasada sa pamamagitan ng pagsusuot ng seatbelt. Siguraduhin maayos at gumagana ang iyong seatbelt bago mamasada. Huwag mo rin kalimutang paalalahanan ang pasahero na nakaupo sa harap na magsuot ng seatbelt.
Tandaan ang paggamit ng seatbelt ay isang epektibong pamamaraan upang manatiling ligtas sa oras na anumang aksidente. Ito po si Alejandro Patosa, payong super lang kaibigan mula sa isang kapwa nyo super.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. Get ready. World of Motorsports is next.
In motorsports news, it was a rainy Sunday for Match 1 of the Gymkhana Pilipinas, but this didn't dampen the enthusiasm of weekend warriors competing on who can be quickest and most precise around a challenging course marked by cones on a sprawling cemented lot in Deparo, Caloocan. A good number of entries still showed up despite the stormy weather to compete in several categories defined by engine size and powertrains. At the end of the competition that started out dry and ended up wet, Kyle Te, competing in the BB category, was named the GP fastest driver of the day, recording a best time of 38.98 seconds. Named the GP best newbie was Cyril Tablan, who turned in a 40.29 time competing in the A1300cc and below category. Other class winners include Gab Sanires in the B1301 to 1500cc category, JK Pelayo in the C1501 to 1800cc category, Drake Fajardo in the D1801 to 2000cc category. Toby Garcia topped the E2001cc and above A category, and Kyle Te the F2001cc and above B category. Kyle Te was also quickest in the BB or Best Bakal category, where he set the fastest time of day, as well as the rear-wheel drive category. In the UV or utility vehicle, it was Ramon Ventus who topped the timesheet. Electric vehicles were also featured in Match 1 of Gymkhana Pilipinas, with EJ Punsalang setting the quickest time in the category. Gab Sanita showed up to set the best time in the special media category. Toby Garcia recorded the quickest time in the special Meow Cat Cat class, reserved for officials, sponsors, and invited VIPs of the Gymkhana Pilipinas.
There's plenty more to explore in the world of motorsports. Check out where Race Weekend takes us next.
We started Race Motorsports Club way back 1986. The first races at Green Hills pa noon, the promenade, now the parking lot there, doon namin ginagawa. We moved on to Club Strata, Philsite, together with the ongoing Run Show and Motor Show at Cocarts TFF parking lot, at SM Malls, and at Robinson's Malls. Noon, ang dami-daming venues, and we also have a lot of entries noong mga panahon na yon. So it was just starting out. Dahil we came from parang natigil ang karera noon because of yung gas ban. Binuhay namin yung slalom, and we did it October of 1986. Tapos noon, tuloy-tuloy na hanggang sa up to date. We do 12 legs each year at a different venue.
My first race was 2001. And I drove a Volkswagen buggy which I borrowed from a friend. No? So before, there were lots of different cars, no? And predominantly front, rear-wheel drive. So that was the era of the Toyota Starlets, no? Which is now is mostly mga Honda and front-wheel drive cars. So that's the main difference.
Sa yung pagkaka-remember ko, alam ko 2008, nagtatry na akong pasundot-sundot. Tatakbo ng isang class, dalawang class, tapos yung sasakyan namin, kumbaga tipid racing lang, kung ano lang pwedeng ilagay. Kasi nga, walang budget noon. Kumbaga maka-experience lang ng slalom noong mga panahon na yun. 2008 ang pagkakatanda ko. Nung panahonan namin na nagsisimula ako, hindi naman kasi ako nagtuloy-tuloy. After 2 years, takbo ulit. After 3 years, takbo ulit. Nung panahon na yun na tumatakbo ko, ang nagwawagi lagi, mga rear wheel, mga starlet. Tapos yung mga front wheel, ayun, kasunod lang. Pero ngayon, parehas na sila na, kumbaga, ngayon tinatalo na ng front wheel, yung rear wheel.
Well, ngayon, the cars are faster. No, and as I said, ng mga front-wheel drive, karamihan front-wheel drive. We rarely see now yung mga rear-wheel drive cars, no? Dahil yung mga rear-wheel drive, yung mga kapanahon ng Starlet, which are now 40 years old, no? So medyo at the time medyo bago-bago pa. Pero I think also yung mga driver ngayon, kasi maraming mga events na as compared to before, so may mga cross-training din. Pero in terms of the thrill, yung learning parehas din.
We improved on the rules because we have to sort out all the different drivers and the different car categories. So through the years, through experiences, nagawa na namin lahat yung mga parang perfect rules as you can say. To each his own, meron siyang perfect category na masasali. Parang you can call it as a privilege na since we are one of the affiliated and sanctioned clubs of AAP, our drivers have been, they were representing the Philippines at the Asian Gymkhana.
I won 3 times, on my Toyota Starlet. I think the first one was in 2008, then 2010, 2012. Tatlo yan 3 championships. And dati nun, very tight yung championship nun. So maraming kalaban nun, no? And when I started out, wala akong alam sa na barkada lang. I was just a spectator, and then I tried it out. And then I started out nga on a borrowed Volkswagen. Stock Volkswagen. So kahit anong kotse pwede. So I started the Volkswagen, nanalo. Isang learning ko doon, as you drive a faster and more powerful car, kailangan yung skill mo mag-improve din. So which I learned, hindi lang yung porket matulin ng auto mo, gaganda na yung oras mo. Kasi when you drive a faster car, it requires a lot more skill to be able to control and manage yung movement ng kotse, to be able to maximize and optimize yung performance.
Ini-invite ko kayong maglaro sa mga susunod panlig. Masaya to, masaya. Tsaka slalom is longest run sa Philippine Motorsports. Keep supporting slalom. Okay to. Malaking tututunan nyo. Sa kay Tita Bing, maraming salamat dito sa Race Motorsports Club. Dire-diretso lang. Susuportahan namin.
Ako, I encourage everybody na yung mahilig sa sasakyan and who want to learn, no? To try it, no? Wag matakot. And then hindi naman kailangan na matulin o maganda yung kotse. Even if you have a 800, 900cc car, very welcome to try it out. Ang importante dyan yung matuto.
I'd like to invite you for our, we still have 7 legs for the year, and all our schedule for the year end are posted within our Facebook page. Just like and share our Facebook page of Race Motorsports Club. And you can get in touch with me at my Facebook page also, Bing Bang Dulce. So we would like to thank also Promoting Today for helping us spread the news about slalom races. And for grassroots racing, who wants to start from to race at a very cheap race, do slalom racing. And we have free slalom driving clinics each leg. They can teach you the do's and don'ts of slalom racing.
That's all for this week's World of Motorsports. We'll return shortly after this break. Our featured car of the week will be presented next on Showcase.
The C-Line 5 DMI arrived looking like a strong contender in the hybrid SUV sector.
So the C-Line 5 DMI is the modern millennials SUV. So we're offering it as a slot-in between the Seal 5 DMI and the C-Line 6 DMIs.
The C-Line 5 DMI represents a remarkable blend of practicality, performance, and innovative technology that is particularly well-suited for today's urban and environmentally conscious drivers. The exterior design of BYD's latest offering, featuring stylish LED lighting and power-adjustable mirrors, is both aesthetically pleasing and functional. Elements like sequential turn signals not only enhance safety, but also add to the vehicle's visual appeal. Other exterior highlights include LED auto on-off headlamps with manual height adjustment, daytime running lights, side turn lamps integrated into side mirror, LED tail lamps, rear fog lamps, high-mount brake lamp, rear windshield defogger, and roof rail. BYD likes to point out that the C-Line 5 is one of the bigger subcompact SUVs in the local market.
So the C-Line 5 DMI is very large indeed. All the metrics, height, width, length, even the wheelbase. So it gives you a lot of space inside and it gives you a lot of SUV for your money.
Still, the dimensions 4,738mm in length, 1,860mm in width, and 1,710mm in height make it highly maneuverable, which is a considerable advantage in densely populated areas. It also has a 2,712mm long wheelbase and clears the ground by 156mm when laden. Additionally, the impressive cargo capacity of 520 to 1,339 liters caters remarkably well to individuals and families, fulfilling storage needs with ease.
So the C-Line 5 DMI has about 1,339 liters of space when the rear seats are folded down, and you do get all the amenities of a proper SUV. You also get cruise control. You also get a touchscreen that's 10.1 inches in diameter. You also get a lot of features that you normally find in a higher end model. So for example, all the interiors are really soft to touch, even the door cards. And you also get a switch gear that's similar and very familiar to you if you're familiar with the Atto 3s.
A focus on passenger comfort is clear with high-quality finishes like leather upholstery for seats and trim, and dual-zone climate control. The addition of smart features such as keyless entry and push-button start enriches the overall driving experience, making it highly convenient for everyday use. Also quite convenient is a driver's seat that adjusts manually 6 ways, while the front passenger seat adjusts in 4 ways. The instrument cluster is displayed on an 8.8-inch LCD screen. The dual-zone auto climate control system also comes with rear vents and a PM 2.5 filter. Like the C-Line 6, the C-Line 5 includes a 10.1-inch rotating touchscreen, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, USB, Bluetooth for hands-free calling and audio streaming, voice assistant, 6 speakers, 4G connectivity, and BYD cloud service.
The key technology of the C-Line 5 DMI is of course the DMI technology, which is an electric first in operation. So you get the benefits of an electric vehicle, but you also get a range extender underneath the hood, which prolongs your EV operation.
BYD's Super DMI technology provides a seamless blend of electric and gasoline power that enhances driving efficiency. The C-Line 5 powertrain comprises a permanent magnet synchronous motor generating 197 PS and 300 Nm of torque and a 1.5-liter high-efficiency generator. According to BYD, this gives the C-Line 5 the capability to go from 0 to 100 km per hour in just 8.3 seconds, which should be appreciated by those who like responsive and sporty driving experiences. The 71-kilometer range in full EV mode can be particularly appealing to eco-conscious consumers, ensuring that short trips can be accomplished effortlessly while retaining the long-range flexibility for extended journeys.
So the DMI technology allows you to travel 1,001 kilometers on a full tank and a full charge. And because of the Blade battery, it gives you an EV operation for about 71 kilometers. So if, for example, you're in the city, you do get all EV operation. We're driving from QC to Makati, for example, every day, and you're going to be charging every other day. All EV operation, all battery operation, no need for gas when you're in the city.
BYD says advancements in the 12.96 kilowatt-hour Blade battery strike an excellent balance between range and charging efficiency, with a full charge achievable in just 4.5 hours from a low battery. The regenerative braking system further heightens the vehicle's sustainability, making it a wise choice for budget-conscious consumers over time. The BYD C-Line 5 also comes with DiPilot, the BYD Advanced Driver Assistance Systems, which include rear camera, 4-sensor radar system, and cruise control.
So in terms of savings, not only do you get to save fuel, but you also get to save in maintenance. You only do once a year PMS with a C-Line 5 DMI, and that's a lot of savings for your budget.
Also good for the ownership experience is BYD's warranty structure for its vehicles. The 6-year vehicle warranty and an 8-year electric battery warranty instill confidence in the vehicle's reliability. Overall, the C-Line 5 DMI is a commendable vehicle that thoughtfully addresses the diverse needs of modern drivers, combining practicality, safety, and innovation to create a compelling option for those looking to transition to new energy vehicles.
Welcome back to Motoring Today, where we shift gears and dive into the latest from the auto industry.
GWM Philippines invited motoring media and influencers to the R33 drift track for what it called the Canon Test Drive experience.
Today, we're here at R33 in San Simon, Pampanga, as we would like to showcase to our media partners the new updated GWM Cannon. So for the 2026 year model GWM Cannon, the vehicle has been revised with a new powertrain, new design cues, as well as updated features as we target to make it the ideal lifestyle vehicle or lifestyle pickup truck for Filipino customers.
Rolled out during the Manila International Auto Show back in April, the refreshed GWM Cannon has undergone transformative updates to its powertrain, design, and features, aligning perfectly with the needs of Filipino customers. GWM set various courses and activities at the R33 Drift Track to showcase the upgrades.
For our track day, we are currently highlighting our active and passive safety features. So of course, the basics, we've set up a track optimized to highlight the handling capabilities and the emergency braking and maneuvering capabilities of the new Cannon. For ADAS, we have select features that we would like to highlight, particularly the adaptive cruise control, the traffic jam assist, and of course, auto emergency braking as well, handled by our marshals.
While it is focusing on raising awareness for the updated Cannon, GWM Philippines is planning to launch new models.
Part of our pipeline, of course, we will be focusing on this new Cannon. It's going to be our core model for the next few months. We have plans of introducing new models under the GWM brand. So we would like to ask everyone, of course, the televiewers, to also watch out for upcoming models under GWM as well.
Dongfeng Motors Philippines has rolled out the E70, a four-door full electric sedan targeted at the TNVS or Transport Network Vehicle Service market.
We just launched the Dongfeng E70 four-door sedan. We aim to penetrate the market of TNVS, the fleet for the companies, and most especially the taxi, the public transport segment.
According to Dongfeng, the E70 has been approved by the Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board for use as TNVS units or as taxis. Dongfeng is confident that the E70, widely used as taxis in China, will provide TNVS and taxi operators a more cost-effective vehicle to operate and maintain compared to ICE units.
We've already tried for business and public transport use, no? We've tried fitting it na, kaya na yung meter, yung taxi sign sa taas. They can also do even yung mga billboard or yung small advertising space sa trunk na nilalagay. So it's very adaptable, very much a blank canvas na ang daming pwedeng gawin. And inside, there's a lot of trunk space, a lot of passenger space para for TNVS and yung mga ganyan, komportable yung mga pasahero.
Dongfeng E70 is priced at 1,198,000 pesos with incentives such as free wall charger and discounts for corporate buyers and taxi operators. The E70's fast charging capability of 1 to 1.5 hour and 420 kilometer range make it efficient and reliable for public transport, according to Dongfeng.
So we invite everyone to come and see the new Dongfeng in our showroom. We just launched the future of the public transportation, not only for public transportation but for personal use. It's reliable, it's efficient, and rest assured the total cost of ownership is cheaper compared to ICE.
BYD Philippines held a Drive More event, inviting media to take the newly launched BYD Sea-Lion 5 DMI on a 2-day road trip to Subic.
So right now we're here at the 2-day event for the Sea-Lion 5 Drive More event. We just made our way here to Subic, which is around 200-kilometer drive for day one and another 200 going back to Manila. We're here to highlight and feature, of course, our recently launched Sea-Lion 5 Super DMI for BYD Philippines. And of course, we also wanted to experience and have the media drive for long ranges our BYD Sea-Lion 5 and of course experience the DMI technology in terms of extended range.
The event also highlighted BYD's partnership with One Earth, One Ocean, a non-government organization dedicated to combating marine pollution and promoting environmental stewardship.
So what we actually wanted to accomplish for the next 2 days is a very immersive drive experience. We wanted to highlight our collaboration with One Earth, One Ocean, which is an NGO community which highlights their marine preservation and also trying to collaborate and complement that with the sustainability and push for BYD.
One Earth, One Ocean is dedicated to cleaning our oceans, employing a three-pronged approach: collection, education, and scientific research. The organization operates a range of vessels from smaller sea hamsters to larger sea cows for collecting litter and garbage in different marine environments.
So we are working around the globe to rid all the oceans of marine litter. That means we collect, we work on education, and we work on scientific field studies in order to avoid marine pollution. Please always use the designated garbage bins and adhere to your local coding of the garbage bins for recyclables, non-recyclables, and for bio, of course. So that would be the most important message I have, and that would be my call for action.
That's it for this week on Motoring Today. Thank you for joining us. Make sure to visit our website and follow us on social media for the latest updates in motoring.
Until next week here on Motoring Today, now in its 39th year serving the motoring public with a steadfast commitment to road safety. In honor of our dad, Butch Gamboa, I'm Wee Gamboa.
And I'm Tin Gamboa.
Happy motoring.